the second release from Backbone MicroBatch series called The Crown. Is it worth buying? Well, let's find out. Welcome back to Old Fashioned Ways Plus Plus. I'm Doc Martinez, and today I am reviewing the second batch of Backbone's MicroBatch series, and this one happens to be called The Crown. Now, I really enjoyed the first batch, so I'm pretty excited about trying this one. I hope it lives up to that hype of that first one. All right, time to pop this puppy open and give myself a little pour. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Let's pour some in here. Love that sound. Oh yeah. Now this bottle is a Landmark Society exclusive release. The Crown features the summit of the Crown Hill Cemetery. This iconic piece is nicknamed The Crown because it's the highest point in Indianapolis. According to Backbone, this release truly exemplifies the adventurous nature of Backbone Bourbon. It is a blend of 3 different finished bourbon barrels, plus a premium 7-year straight bourbon barrel, blended and re-barreled into Armagnac barrels. This unique batch is for anyone looking to add some personality to their whiskey collection. Sounds good to me. As with any review, I always give away samples because this is the way. So stay tuned to find out how you can win. Enough talk, let's get into the bottle details. Bottle details, Backbone MicroBatch Series, The Crown. Classification, straight bourbon whiskey. Distilled, Indiana. Bottled by Backbone. Release date, 2024. Proof, 110 proof, making it 55% ABV. Aged, 69 months. Finish, bourbon fusion with Armagnac finish. Mashbill, none stated, but is Indiana distilled, so might be able to figure that one out. MSRP on this is $68. Anytime I do a review, I use a scoring of 1 to 10 on aroma, flavors, complexity, mouthfeel, finish, and would I buy again? All right, let's get to the fun part. Let's start reviewing. So looking at this, this has a reddish, a nice color. It's not very dark, but it's not light either. It's kind of like that middle ground. So I'm looking forward to trying it. Let's go in for aroma. Let's go in for that nose. Ooh, that nose is very, very different on that first one. Let me keep going on it. It's a lot spicier than I thought it would be. And this proof is not very high. It's only 110 proof, but it smells like it's a higher proof. Wow, very, very spicy up front. I'm trying to get over that spice. I can see what else I can smell on that. Or you get some of that, like some spicy, you get some cherry. But man, that spice is pretty strong. My nose can't seem to get over that spiciness, like almost like a high proof alcohol spiciness. Interesting. The aroma is not my favorite. It's definitely not. I'm gonna give that a 5. So let's see if the flavors, that initial taste, let's see if that changes my thoughts on this so far. So far, not too excited anymore. Interesting. Sweet, tannic, spicy, chocolate, and definitely that Armagnac, you can taste that in there. It's very prominent at the end of it, which I do like that. I mean, it's finishing that you want that to taste there. So you do taste that at the end, but very spicy up front. That's spicier than I think it should be, That's interesting. So for initial taste, there's a lot of taste there. Not crazy about that spiciness. I'm gonna give that a 6.5. So let's go over the complexity. How does it evolve on the tongue? Let's see how it changes. That second taste, let's see how much more I taste, how much it goes through, how much of an evolution does that go through. It's still pretty spicy. Very tannic, very tannicky. A lot of tannic, which kind of dries out that mid palate. It's drying out my mouth. Still, I still taste a lot of cherry. I taste chocolate. Everything else seems that tannic seems to be taken away from that. It's spicy. It's spicy. Tip, middle tongue, still spicy, and very tannicky. It's giving it a nice hug though. It's giving it a nice little hug. So for complexity, I'm gonna give that a 6. Mouthfeel, thickness, and viscosity. So on the tip of the tongue, you taste it. It kind of goes away. That mid palate, it stays there. That's where it stays. But it's very dry, very tannicky. I like that you get that Armagnac flavor at the end, and it just holds. And that's what you're tasting at the end. You get that spice. You get some of that, cherry and a little bit of sweetness there, but not very sweet. A lot spicier than I thought. And then it holds that Armagnac flavor. But the mouthfeel is that tannicky dryness, it dries out that mouth. I'm gonna give that a 6. Now finish, how long it stays and finishes. It's interesting, even after all these sips and all that, that spice is very, very forward. That tannic is there, and then you can taste that finish. The finish is not light, it's not subtle, it's there. It's in your face. So it'd be like an Armagnac if you like Armagnac, you're gonna love this one because that's what you get a lot of that flavor from at the end. It just stays there. So it does stay and it does finish for a long time. And if you're a fan of that, it's gonna stay there for a while. So I'm actually gonna give that a 7.2. Now the question is, would I buy again? Now this is a $68 bottle. I think that's a great price for something of this size. I like that. Age 69 months. I think that's a perfect price for it. Now, would I buy again? Normally with that price point, kind of that finish, you know, that little bit of complexity, I'll buy again. However, this one is just not hitting my palate very well. I'm not liking all that spiciness up front, all that dryness and tannic. Just like with wines, I don't normally drink very tannic wines because I don't like that drying flavor in my mouth. So this one has a lot of flavors and has that flavor at the end, and it's just staying there. And I still taste it. I haven't had a sip in a while. I still taste it. I like that part of it. I just don't like the beginning part of it to lead up to it. So for me on this one, I wouldn't buy again. I'm gonna say it's a no, but I'm gonna give that a 6. My total score on this is 36.7 out of 60. I might have to go back and look what my score was on the first MicroBatch. Now, I love that first MicroBatch. I thought it was one of my favorite pours. It was just such a good sipper. I like the way that worked. And I like what they're doing. It's called, in the spirit of adventure, we launched a Backbone MicroBatch series. So they're trying to be adventurous. They're trying to try different things. And I get that. I like that. I like what they're doing. And does this mean I'm not going to buy the next batch? No. It is a good pour. It is different. It just doesn't hit this palate today that well. And I'm not enjoying it as much as I thought I would. But I think it's because I came in here with such high hopes from that first one. I was super excited about this one. This is one of those bottles I'm going to let sit on the shelf for a moment, then come back and retaste that and see, did it open up? Do I enjoy it a little bit more? But I'm glad I got a bottle. And I think the price point is perfect. I just won't be buying another one. Like on the other one, I did buy an extra backup. And just because it's not good for my palate doesn't mean it's not good for your palate. So let's talk about how you can win a sample. If you have not and you made it this far, please go hit that like button. I hope you feel I deserve it, so go hit that. Also share this video. YouTube loves that. So share with a friend, a family member, somebody else that you know that might be interested, somebody that might like Backbone. Please share that. Now, in the comments below, let me know, have you ever had Backbone? And if so, what has been your favorite? I would love to try more of the Backbone. Most of the Backbone I've tried, I've really enjoyed. I want to know what is your favorite so that I can try it. Also leave in the comments below, #TheCrown. Now, as of filming this video, this bottle was still available on Shared Pour. So if you want a bottle, I will leave a link for it below. So hopefully they're still there when, by the time this comes out, who knows when that will be. Well, my friends, thank you for joining me on another journey down my whiskey rabbit hole. To our next journey, my friends, cheers.